We're playing Pauper Living End. We're using Violent Outburst along with Demonic Dread to cascade into Exhume to return cycling creatures. Let's go check it out. This is Pauper Living End, and it's a blast to play. It's actually relatively simple with how it works. So you would like to play Violent Outburst or Demonic Dread to cascade into Exhume. This means that you don't want to play anything else that costs 2 or less because you always want to hit Exhume. From there, you return a creature with cycling from your graveyard to the battlefield. Those creatures are usually Troll of Khazad-dûm, Oliphant, Generosent, and then Migrating Ketradon, which was recently added today. I'll get to that in a moment. So that is how the deck functions. So we want to play cards that get around the Cascade clause. So things like Dead Gone have a total mana value of 4, but you can play Dead for 1 single red mana. Or Snuff Out. It's a free removal spell, assuming that you have a swamp. Okay. Well, that gets around the 2 mana value thing as well. So we have Drown in Sorrow, or we have today's recent edition, Discerning Taste. For 2 and a black, you look at the top 4 cards of your library, you put a card from those to your hand, and then you gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures put to the graveyard this way. So in a deck with 16 creatures, you should be gaining some life. If you caught my last video, which you can find in the card above, I recorded that about 9 months ago. In the comment section, people recommended Discerning Taste to me, and I love it. In fact, I've been even testing it in Cycle Storm recently. So, with burn at the top of the metagame, both Mono Red and the Rakdos Madness burn, this deck needs a way to gain life. So Discerning Taste could gain you 6 life in this deck, which is why Migrating Ketradon is in the deck list today over the Marauding something, or Blightfang Mauler. I don't remember what it's called. Gloomfang Mauler. There we go. That's the card name. So, yeah, when you look at the front page of MTG Goldfish, there's a single deck out of those 15 decks that play Snuff Out. It's the Jund Wildfires deck. And I'd rather metagame my deck for the top of the metagame with those burn decks in this flex spot. So instead of playing the Gloomfang Mauler today, we're playing the Migrating Ketradon so that way we can gain some life. So we have Generous Ent that creates a food token, we have the Migrating Ketradon, and we have Discerning Taste. So 12 ways in the main deck to gain life. So against red, you really just want to use Drown in Sorrow, put one of these large green creatures into play, and then win the game that way. In the sideboard, speaking of that red deck, we have 4 copies of Spinning Darkness. Discerning Taste is another black card we've added to the deck to make Spinning Darkness more effective. We've also increased the number of sweepers. I am looking to beat Burn today, so we have 2 additional copies of Breath Weapon. We have Fairy Macabre. This might seem a little odd with our 4 main deck Bazooka Bogs. Why are we playing 4 main deck Bazooka Bog? Well, you need to exile your opponent's graveyard to make sure they don't get to return a creature with Exhume. So Fairy Macabre is here for a slightly different reason. There's decks in the metagame that win by filling the graveyard on their turn. So things like Dredge or even the Spy decks of the format. So you want some number of Fairy Macabre just to cover your bases. Mind Collapse is mostly for decks like Dimir Terror or Mono Blue Terror, just to kill a large 5/5. Ingot Chewer blows up Artifact Hate. That said, I don't even know if you really need it, because oftentimes you can actually just hardcast your creatures, or you could put the Exhume on the stack, they exile your graveyard, and then you can cycle another creature in response after. So you put Exhume on the stack, they exile your graveyard, and now with the Exhume still on the stack, you can cycle again and then return that creature. So a lot of the time you can actually beat Graveyard Hate the old-fashioned way. So I don't even know if you need Ingot Chewer, but I think it's a nice to have. And then we have Reverent Silence against decks like Bogles. That's my deck tech today. That is Pauper Living End. I hope you enjoy it. And one quick announcement, over at theepicstorm.com/shop, we're having a sale right now for 25% off our mini token packs with code MAYSTORMS, all one word, all caps. So go to theepicstorm.com/shop, MAYSTORMS, one word, all caps, to get 25% off your token pack today. I hope you enjoy the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in match number 1. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop, or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to the first round. We are on the play with Pauper Living End. Let's go. No creatures, but we do have this Discerning Taste. We have a couple Cascade spells. This seems like a keep to me. We'll play the mountain, pass the turn. They have their own mountain. We'll dare an Epicure. Okay, so I'll take one. We're facing red right off the bat. Ooh, this is a turn 3 Ketradon. Okay. I like that versus mono red. They play a land, Goblin Tomb Raider, and I'll take 3. Ouch. They chain lightning me, I go to 13. End step will cycle the Ketradon. I draw a land. We'll play Forest. And now it's Demonic Dread on the Goblin Tomb Raider. We'll play the Exhume, and now Ketradon will enter the battlefield. I'll go back up to 17, and I have a 6/6. Let's party. This is what we designed our deck for, right here. Ren's Resolve, they land in Burning Tree Emissary. They cannot play the Burning Tree Emissary this turn. And they're just going to pass. Snuff out. Not really a card I want to play at the moment, but I will play this Discerning Taste, trying to find another large creature for Demonic Dread. Alright, so we hit double Exhume, which I don't love. So we'll take an Exhume. And then Troll of Khazad-dûm goes to the graveyard. We'll gain 6 up to 23. And I will pass the turn. No point in killing their creatures before I reanimate. They're going to use a blood token getting rid of a land. They play the Burning Tree Emissary. And now they play Rally, so their creatures will have haste. Another Goblin Tomb Raider. Alright, I would like a Drown in Sorrow. They did not swing. Interesting. Okay, Bojuka Bog was good. We'll play another Demonic Dread. I guess I'll target my own creature. It cannot block this turn. Oh no, I need a red mana for that. Whoops. Demonic Dread. My creature cannot block this turn. We'll play Exhume. And I think I want to attack. Because if they gang block, I can reanimate it again next turn, which is actually just good for me. And they don't. So they go to 14. We'll pass. We're still at 23. We're at a very healthy life total here. They play a land. They still don't have Metalcraft. Goblin Bushwhacker with the kicker. So this is a lot of damage coming in. And I was forced to tap my mountain last turn for the Demonic Dread. We'll block a Goblin Tomb Raider. If they want to use the final card in their hand to kill my troll, you've got it. Alright, I'm at 9 now. Another Ketradon. That is perfect. We'll cycle the Ketradon, play Bojuka Bog, exile your graveyard, and now I'll Exhume, getting the other Ketradon. I go to 13. We'll attack with Troll of Khazad-dûm, so they'll go to 8. Pass the turn. We'll dare an Epicure. This puts me to 12. They use the blood token. They have 1 card in their hand. Goblin Tomb Raider. That will get my life total pretty low, but that's not going to be lethal. Drown in Sorrow. Oliphant. Let's play Discerning Taste. If I hit another Ketradon, we'll take the Violent Outburst, so I gain 6. Cycle the Oliphant. This can give me another mountain, so I can play 2 copies of Dead Gone. We'll attack with the Troll of Khazad-dûm. They do not block. They'll go to 2. We'll pass the turn. Dead Gone cannot target players, so I cannot just burn them out here. They're going to swing out. We'll block creatures with 2 power, and I will play Dead on their Goblin Tomb Raider, and I'll kill Dare an Epicure. Okay, so 4 creatures get through. I mean, game 1, this looked great. Let's see if we can win the post-board game. We want Spinning Darkness, Breath Weapon, take out, we want to take out Snuff Out, and then maybe like 2 copies of Oliphant. It's just having 4 toughness isn't really great here. We'll try this. On the draw for game number 2. This seems pretty good to me. Keep. Clockwork Percussionist. Ouch. Play the Swamp. So the question is, am I supposed to grab a basic Swamp here? I'm sorry, basic Mountain here off the Oliphant? Or do I grab the dual land? Because the dual land would allow me to play Drown in Sorrow. This is a good start for them. Relic. Annoying? Okay. I'll take 3 down to 16. I think I have to grab the dual land. So they exile my Oliphant. We're going to grab Geothermal Bog. Play the Bog. Pass the turn. I'm at 16. They're about to hit me for at least 5. Clockwork Percussionist. Another Percussionist. So this is 7 coming in, and then they're going to be able to play 3 cards off of Clockwork Percussionist. Would it be better to Breath Weapon them? And then if they untap, because if they draw haste creatures, like if I wipe their board, I'm just trying to talk out loud here. I think I'm going to Breath Weapon them because they're going to get cards that they can play off Percussionist. And then if they do play those cards, I can then untap and Drown in Sorrow those creatures away. Ren's Resolve. Mountain and another Relic. Okay. We will Breath Weapon. So they have 3 cards here that they can play off of Clockwork Percussionist. Relic, Great Furnace, and Voldaren Epicure. They played the Epicure. I go to 8. And Relic. So I think if we ever want to cast this Spinning Darkness, I probably have to do it in my main phase. I mean, I'm sorry, I have to hardcast it. I think I'll play a Discerning Taste here. I think it's supposed to be a land. We're not going to gain any life from this, which is kind of scary. Or should it just be another Spinning Darkness? Yeah, we'll just take the Spinning Darkness. Play the Bazooka Bog. I'm just worried that I'm not going to be able to gain life, and then from 8 life they'll burn me out. Relic number 3. Ren's Resolve. Burning Tree Emissary and another Ren's Resolve. They use Relic. They use Relic. And Relic. They swing for 1, I go to 7. I will Discerning Taste. Take the Swamp. I'll gain 5. Pass the turn. They sacrifice Relic to draw. Burning Tree Emissary. Ren's Resolve. Into Bushwhacker and Voldaren Epicure. Wow. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to win this one. That is a kicked Bushwhacker. Okay. So I'm going to take 6 here after I kill the Burning Tree Emissary, so I'll be at 5. This is not good for me. They still have 2 cards in their hand. Discerning Taste. So I could try to spike and untap land off Discerning Taste and then Drown in Sorrow, so that way I'm not dead. But if I miss on the land, I'm definitely dead. We'll play Discerning Taste. And I missed on the land. I could take Dead Gone and then immediately Drown in Sorrow. I'm sorry, immediately Spinning Darkness. So I will Spinning Darkness here, killing the Bushwhacker. Okay. Not dead yet. Pass the turn. Synthesizer. It's Burning Tree Emissary. They play the Burning Tree Emissary. And now they're going to use the Synthesizer. So this will be a good turn to set up Drown in Sorrow. They play a land from their hand. Interesting, because they have the blood token, so I'm a little surprised by that. We'll take 2 down to 12. Land number 6. So I can start hardcasting creatures when I draw them now. Drown in Sorrow. Yes, the Ketradon is perfect. Pass the turn. They use a blood token and the other blood token. They still have 3 cards in their hand. They use the Relic, sure. They make 2 1/1s with haste. So this will knock me down to 10. The Migrating Ketradon will bring me up to 14. The Galvanic Blast me down to 6. So this would bring me back up to 10 now. No attacks. Okay. Another Ketradon. Let's party. Play the Ketradon. Wow, this card seems so amazing so far. I know it's only 1 match, but it seemed very good. Swing. They did not block. They sacrifice Relic of Progenitus, so they draw a card. They sacrifice the other. So now if they kill a Ketradon, I can bring it back. So now if they don't block, I can surprise kill them with Violent Outburst. They did not block. Violent Outburst. I'm not going to play the Exhume. And the opponent concedes the match. Well, the deck upgrades really shined here in match number 1. That's so great. We are 1-0 to start off this Pauper League. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Match number 2 on the play. Let's party. No large creature. I think I'll keep it anyway. Having an Exhume isn't bad. We have 16 creatures. I like having the quick removal. Honestly, with this hand, you're sort of hoping you're facing a deck with tons of small creatures, but we'll see. Great Furnace. This could be mono red, or it could be Affinity. Discerning Taste is a good draw. Affinity or Rakdos Burn. Probably Affinity. We'll play Discerning Taste. We'll take the Snuff out. Gain 6 life from the Oliphant. Pass the turn. Another Bridge. Alright, it's the Rakdos Burn deck. We'll play our Mountain. Let's Exhume, bringing back Oliphant. Probably shouldn't have tapped the Mountain there, because I have double Dead Gone. It's not likely to come up, but it could. Faithless Looting. Double Fiery Temper. They're going to go after my creature. Okay. I think that's good for me. Jagged Barrens. Alright. We'll play another Discerning Taste. 3 creatures. I think it's supposed to be the Migrating Ketradon. We'll gain 6. I'm at 29. Pass the turn. Faithless Looting. Kitchen Imp. And another Faithless Looting. Discards Grab the Prize and a Great Furnace. They have 3 cards left. Goblin Tomb Raider. I think I'm going to take the hit here so that way I can get some value out of this Drown in Sorrow. Another Ketradon. We'll play the Drown in Sorrow. I think I want the land, because that means I'm only a green mana away from hard casting both of these Ketradons. They Lightning Bolt me, I go to 22. Flashback, Faithless Looting. Alms of the Vein. This will knock me down to 19. They'll go up to 25. Play the Swamp. And pass the turn. I wonder if I should cycle one Ketradon, because if I hit a Cascade spell, it would be good for me. Grab the Prize, discarding Kitchen Imp. So I'll go to 17 here. Ouch. Now they have 3 cards in their hand. We will kill the Kitchen Imp. We'll Daring Epicure. I go to 16. They have 2 cards. I'll cycle one Ketradon. Generous Ent. So that made it worth it, because now I can go grab a forest so I can hardcast this Migrating Ketradon. Another Drown in Sorrow. Let's play the Ketradon. I go back up to 20. Discards Mountain. Alms of the Vein. This will bring me down to 17. They'll go up to 28. They have 3 cards in their hand. Let's play Exhume. I'll get back a Migrating Ketradon, and then I can Drown in Sorrow their board after. They get back Kitchen Imp, and then we'll Drown in Sorrow. Keep the Bojuka Bog. Attack for 4. Galvanic Blast. Yep, okay. I knew that was a possibility. So they have 3 in hand, I have 3 in hand. Vampire's Kiss. I go to 19. Sneaky Snacker. Daring Epicure. I'm going to snuff out on the Epicure the hard way, paying 4 mana, Bojuka Bog them. They have 1 card. Let's start the beats. They're at 24. They get rid of a land and another Alms of the Vein. So I'll go to 15. They'll go back up to 27. This build of Burn is a lot more resilient than the mono red version. I go to 13. They're at 29. Violent Outburst. I believe I still have an Exhume. We'll play Exhume. I can get back another Ketradon. Brings me back up to 17. Attack for 7. They go to 22. They discard a Bridge to their blood token. Discards another land. They have 2 cards in hand. 3 mana for an Alms of the Vein. That's all 4. I'm at 14. They're at 25. We'll swing for 12. They're at 13. We'll play a Troll of Khazad-dûm. Fiery Temper on the Troll. Sure. Lightning Bolt. So I can put them to 1. And they have no hand. A third Ketradon. Let's party. I don't think I need to add insult to injury here, though. Our opponent has lost. We get game number 1. Sweet. The changes look so good. Spinning Darkness. I don't love Breath Weapon against this build, so I'm not going to bring it in. They just have way fewer creatures. They only play 12, and 4 of them are the Sneaky Snackers. So I don't think I want Breath Weapons. We'll take out Snuff Outs. We'll try this. I mean, I could bring in a couple copies of Fairy Macabre over Oliphant. Let's try this, actually. Will it let me? Yeah, okay. Because the Fairy Macabre hits Sneaky Snackers, but it also stops, flashback cards. This seems good. Keep. Turn 1 Bridge. We'll play Haunted Mire, pass. Vault of Whispers. Relic of Progenitus. Play a land and pass. I might be hardcasting my Migrating Ketradon this game. 4 damage here. I go to 16. Faithless Looting, Alms of the Vein, and a Kitchen Imp. So I go to 13. Kitchen Imp comes in. My life total is getting very low. So that hurts. I'm at 11. Another Ketradon. We will Drown in Sorrow just to get rid of the Kitchen Imp here. I do not need a Violent Outburst. They use the Relic. Jagged Barrens. Grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper. This will put me to 5. They came out of the gates this game. I also can't Cascade because they need a creature for me to do that. Even if, like, they would have to put a creature into play and tap out and not kill me. I would need them to tap out, put a creature into play, and not kill me. Like, the odds are just so low. They flashback Faithless Looting. Double Alms of the Vein. So yeah, they opened up on a very good hand. We got crushed. We're on the play for game 3, though. Should I bring in Ingot Chewer? It hits their land, so I think I'm down to try it. Getting rid of Oliphants. It also obviously blows up relics. Maybe I'll cut 1 Discerning... No, probably shouldn't do that. 1 Demonic Dread. Just because they're a deck that doesn't have a lot of creatures. On the play. This hand would have been much better with the Ingot Chewers and Oliphant. Am I allowed to keep this? I don't think so. I will keep this. Put Demonic Dread on the bottom. Hunt and Mire pass. They play a bridge. I will cycle Generous Ent. We'll go grab the Wooded Ridge line. I will then play it and pass. An untapped land would give me a turn 3 Generous Ent, but can I draw 1? 2 black mana here from the opponent. Grab the prize, discarding Sneaky Snacker. No untap land. But what I can do here is destroy their land. We'll grab a basic, destroy the Vault of Whispers, play the land, pass. They play another bridge, Voldaren Epicure. Ouch, I take 2, I'm at 15. We'll play Demonic Dread, because they have a creature right now, so let's play the one that they need a creature for. This gives me Exhume. I'll get back the Generous Ent. And I'm going to hold on to the Bojuka Bog. They have land number 3. Fiery Temper. They're going after the Generous Ent. Block the Sneaky Snacker. And Lightning Bolt, yep. Bojuka Bog you. And we'll Demonic Dread again. This is Exhume number 2. Getting back the Generous Ent. They play a Jagged Barrens, I go to 13. Relic. And they pop the Relic immediately. Voldaren Epicure. Another Outburst. Let's just gain some life. I'm back up to 18. Pass. I need a creature in the graveyard. Grab the prize, discarding Kitchen Imp. And another Kitchen Imp. So this is going to be a very good Drown in Sorrow. They have 4 cards in hand. They swing out. We'll block a Kitchen Imp. I'll take 4 down to 12. Another Drown in Sorrow is the draw. We'll attack for 5. Play the Drown in Sorrow. Keep the Ketradon. Ketradon is perfect. They play land number 6. Voldaren Epicure. They use the blood token. Kitchen Imp. Okay, so that will knock me down to 9. Okay. A close one. Let's cycle the Migrating Ketradon. Fairy Macabre was the draw. They have 4 creatures in their graveyard, so Fairy Macabre is not quite good enough at the moment. But I will Exhume. They'll get back 8 creature here. So they get to put me to 8. And then I'll go up to 12. Fiery Temper. I go down to 9. I could really use a Discerning Taste. Galvanic Blast. Uh-oh. Are they going to burn me out? Faithless Looting. This could be it. Alms of the Vein. No! Bummer. I feel like I did what I could. They flashback Looting. 1 card in hand. Discards 2 lands. The land... Actually, either of those lands kills me here, so they definitely have lethal. And they do. Wow. I mean, our opponent just had it. Oh, we had a Ketradon next turn, too. Well, actually, it was 2 turns away, because I needed a 5th mana. Bummer. Can't win them all. We're 1-1. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Let's try to bounce back here in match number 3. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to keep no-landers. This seems fine. Get rid of Oliphant. Play the Wooded Ridgeline, we'll pass. Basic Forest. And Llanowar Elves. A matchup where Drown in Sorrow is good, I like that. We'll cycle the Troll of Khazad-dûm. Grab the Geothermal Bog, we'll play it and pass. They play land number 2. Lead the Stampede. Timberwatch Elf, Nyxborn Hydra, Masked Vandal, Finhorn Elves. Okay. Cycle the Generous Ent. I don't have an untapped land to put the Troll of Khazad-dûm into play this turn. I'm going to just pass. They play the Finhorn Elves and Timberwatch Elf. That one is going to die. Actually, yeah, let's just kill the Timberwatch Elf. I will Bazooka Bog them, and we'll pass. Another Lead the Stampede, and they reveal another Nyxborn Hydra. Priest of Titania. On their end step, we will Violent Outburst. I suppose I need a green mana to cast this, though. Violent Outburst, this will put the Troll of Khazad-dûm onto the battlefield. Okay. They have 7 in hand. Demonic Dread. Let's play the Drown in Sorrow. No to another Oliphant. Oh, I should have attacked first. What was I thinking? Ah. I just lost out on 2 points of damage. Whoops. That's not good. If I lose this game by 2, it's my own fault. They cycle a Generous Ent. Grabs a Forest. Llanowar Elves. Well-Wisher. So they have 5 cards in hand, 2 of which are Nyxborn Hydras. Cycle the Oliphant. We'll play Drown in Sorrow. I don't think I want the Ketradon. Also, I did it again! I did it again! I forgot to attack first. I am the worst. Ah, too busy running my mouth, not thinking through my plays. Okay. So they should be at 8. Instead, they're at 12. That's a Timberwatch Elf. Troll of Khazad-dûm. We'll swing. They go to 6. Pass the turn. Quirion Ranger. Lead the Stampede. They untap. Priest of Titania. They do not swing. So we're in trouble. In step, I will cycle the Troll of Khazad-dûm. Grab Swamp. If I Violent Outburst, they can bring back Generous Ent. And I'd have 2 attackers. They could only block 1. But they could gain 3 life by untapping the Finhorn Elves with the Quirion Ranger. I don't think that's worth it. I think I lost this game. I think that 4 damage mattered. That's super disappointing. I'll play the Swamp. Swing with the Troll. Damage. So they can pump one of their creatures here. So the Timberwatch Elf is now a 5/6. If I Violent Outburst... Well, then I need a green for that. If I Violent Outburst, I can kill the Timberwatch Elf and Priest of Titania. Get back Troll of Khazad-dûm. And they do get back Generous Ent. Yeah, I made this game way more difficult on myself than it needed to be. Yeah, I'm just wasting time at this point. Let's just go to the next one. I threw that game. Ugh. Feels bad. Alright, no more playing like garbage. I think I want the Spinny Darkness. I want Breath Weapon. I don't think that this is a Discerning Taste matchup. And maybe you can get away with like boarding out 2 Ketradons. I don't think they're really meant for this matchup. Alright, Bryant, you need to play better. Try this. Play Wooded Ridgeline, pass the turn. Llanowar Elves. I will cycle the Oliphant. I could Deadgone. I don't think I want to do that. I'd like to get a little more juice out of this with the Breath Weapon. Quirion Ranger. Relic. Relic hurts. Okay. Swamp, we'll play that and pass. Timberwatch Elf. They return Forest and untap the Llanowar Elves. Elvish Mystic. They have 3 cards remaining. Seems like a good spot to play this breath weapon. Okay. They exile the breath weapon. If I draw a 1-mana cycler, I could try to put a creature in play. I don't. I'll just play the mountain and pass. There's no reason for me to use this Bazooka Bog yet. It looks like they have nothing. 4 cards in hand. Another Demonic Dread. They have 5 in hand. We draw Exhume. Can't do anything with it, so let's pass. They found land number 3. Well-Wisher. Played Dead Gone. So they're just holding open mana for the Relic all game. I will pass. Llanowar Elves. Generous End. Let's exile their graveyard. Cycle the Generous End. Grab a forest. And Exhume. If they sacrifice the Relic, we can then cycle the Troll of Khazad-dûm after the Relic exiles the graveyard. So, graveyard's exiled, Exhume's still on the stack, we'll cycle the Troll of Khazad-dûm. Grab Haunted Mire. And now Exhume. Wonderful. Pass the turn. Lead the Stampede. 2 copies of Generous Ent and a Priest of Titania. They cycle 1 Generous Ent. They play a Finthorn Elves. We'll attack with the Troll. Play the Migrating Ketradon. Pass the turn. Priest of Titania. Quarian Ranger. I would like to draw a sweeper here. They're making more mana for something. Another Lead the Stampede. 2 copies of Nyxborn Hydra and another Priest of Titania. I did not draw a sweeper. Okay, so I think we have to kill the Priest of Titania. They're adding mana in response, so they have something. Vines of Vastwood, really? A little surprised by that. Okay. We'll swing. You want to trade your Priest? They take 6 down to 8. Pass the turn. They have 7 in hand. Another Priest of Titania. Masked Vandal. Generous Ent. And a 4/5 Nyxborn Hydra. Okay. Drown in Sorrow. Wow. What does that do here? Play the Drown in Sorrow. So this is going to kill some of their creatures. And now they can use the food token. Another Vines of Vastwood? That's not good for me. I think I want the Bazooka Bog. Play the land. Go to combat. And if I swing out next turn, I can bring both creatures back. With them not having a graveyard due to the Bazooka Bog on top of that deck. So I think I'm supposed to swing out here. So they'll take 4. They're at 7. We'll pass the turn. 4 mana. A 3/4 Nyxborn Hydra. Trying to make sure I don't miss lethal here. I will Bazooka Bog them. Your Generous Ent cannot block. Play Exhume. So if I were to play the other Demonic Dread, I can make the Hydra not block, but then they'd be at 1. So I think instead I'm going to swing with the Ketradon and hope they don't block and that I can surprise them with the Violent Outburst. They did not block. Violent Outburst for Grixis. Okay, so we barely got game number 2 after I threw game number 1. I wonder if Fairy Macabre would be better than the Migrating Ketradon. Probably not, but it's just a question that I have, because it puts more black cards to the graveyard for Spinning Darkness. And, I mean, it was decent that game, but I could use my reanimate effects more quickly, knowing that I can just exile their creatures and I have to worry about bringing them back. I think I want the Fairy Macabres. We'll try this. Fine hand. Keep. This is a turn 2 Troll of Khazad-dûm. Forest. And Quarian Ranger. We'll play our own forest. They cycle a Generous Ent. So this is where I would like Fairy Macabre, but I have the Bazooka Bog already. And they have a Relic. It's super annoying. Okay. So we have to play this game a little slower. Play the Wooded Ridgeline. Pass the turn. They swing for 1, I'll go to 18. Timberwatch Elf. Yeah. So I can cycle the Oliphant. And then grab a Mountain. That would eat the Relic. But if I want to... I guess I could have played the Bazooka Bog last turn. That's the thing that bit me here, is I was supposed to just try to exile the Generous Ent the previous turn. So I just gave up the window that I had. A second Relic. Okay. That's not good. They're going to pump. I need to draw a Snuff out. They kill this Timberwatch Elf. Generous Ent. We will pass. Find Horn Elves? Sure. Now they're pumping again, so I'll take 4 down to 11. Running out of time here. 10 steps, cycle the Oliphant. Grab Mountain. Attempt to go to my turn, see if they relic. They did not. I think that this might be a window to try and Violent Outburst. Exhume. Maybe this is dumb, because they have double relic. So if I cycle a Generous End, it gets rid of 1 relic, but is that even good enough? Probably not. This is probably just a waste of mana. I don't know what I'm doing. Exile the Violent Outburst. We draw another Exhume. Pass. Another Quirion Ranger. I need to draw stuff out. But I think my life total might already be too low. Am I dead? They can pump the Timberwatch 2 more, or use the Timberwatch 2 more times? Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, that did it. I feel like this one got away from me. I threw game 1. Sorry everyone watching. Not my best moment, but no excuses. I did not play game 1 very well and I lost the match. It's my own fault. We're going to try to win match number 5. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. A quick correction, at the end of last round I said match number 5. We're playing match number 4 now, so we're trying to win match number 4. I will keep this hand, it seems fine enough to me. Looks like we're facing the Rakdos burn deck again. Play the Mountain, pass the turn. So best case scenario is I'm going to cycle, and then we would draw into an untapped Swamp. Faithless Looting, gets rid of Sneaky Snacker, and a Fiery Temper. We'll cycle the Generous End, grab Haunted Mire, play the Haunted Mire, pass the turn. They grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper, so this will bring back the Sneaky Snacker. I'll end up at 12. We'll cycle another Generous End. Grab Wooded Ridgeline. We'll play the Wooded Ridgeline and let's Exhume. Get back Generous End. Pass the turn. So unlike the Migrating Ketradon, it doesn't gain the life immediately. So I have to spend 2 mana to gain 3. They grab the prize, discarding another Fiery Temper. This will knock me down to 7. Voldaren Epicure puts me to 6. We'll play a land. I could Discerning Taste here, or I can use the food token. The fear is if Discerning Taste doesn't hit a creature. Odds are that it will. And I think I'm more likely to win if I Discerning Taste, so that's the line I'm going to go with. Whoops, I suppose I need a black mana. Play the Discerning Taste. We did hit a creature. I will take the Bazooka Bog. And we'll pass the turn. I'm at 12. Grab the prize, discards Kitchen Imp. I'm back at 10. They swing. I'll block the Kitchen Imp and take 3. I'm at 7. I'm at 4. They have 4 cards. I'm at... Oh, that's a Rakdos Carnarium. Okay. So I can gain 3 life, but that doesn't seem good enough. I can cycle the Ketradon and then Demonic Dread, and that would put me up to 8, but they would get a creature back. I could just use the food token up to 7, and then cycle the Ketradon. They still have 4 cards in their hand. I will go up to 7. Oh, I already have a Ketradon in the graveyard. So I could just Demonic Dread in the Ketradon now and be at 11. I forgot that I put one into the graveyard last turn. Whoops. So now we'll Demonic Dread. They will get back the Kitchen Imp, but I'll end up at 11. Okay, so we'll pass. A little bit more of a comfortable life total. The Vampire's Kiss, I'm at 9. They use a blood token discarding a land. A blood token discarding another land. Vampires Kiss me down to 7. They have a Faithless Looting in there. So I'm trying to figure out if it's worth trying to Bazooka Bog. But they have a bunch of blood tokens anyway, so probably not. I'm 1 mana away from hard casting this Ketradon. I cannot Drown in Sorrow. I don't have double untap black. Let's Bazooka Bog. Pass the turn. I have to hope to untap here. They have 3 cards in hand. I'm at 7. If I get to untap, we can play the Ketradon. This puts me to 5. Don't love that. Fiery Temper puts me to 2. So I need all 3 of their cards in their hand to not deal damage. And that'll do it. I needed an untapped land. Ah, brutal. This Rakdos burn deck is so resilient. It's crazy. Also, the fact that we drew double Snuff out was not great. So we'll get rid of those. Bring in Fairy Macabres. I think I want them. I could be wrong. Take out 2 Oliphant. Let's try this. Sure, we'll keep. Play Haunted Mire, pass the turn. They have a Jagged Barrens. I take 1 down to 19. We'll cycle the Troll. Go grab a land that makes red. Geothermal Bog. Pass. They're one of main deck Bojuka Bog. Sure. Not the end of the world. Voldaren Epicure. We actually hit the Demonic Dread. Let's play Discerning Taste. We'll take a Violent Outburst, putting a Troll of Khazad-dûm to the graveyard, so we will gain 6. They discard a Sneaky Snacker, another Voldaren Epicure, and a Rakdos Carnarium. I will play the Bojuka Bog, we'll exile their Sneaky Snacker, and Demonic Dread on their Epicure, so this will get us an Exhume, and then the Troll of Khazad-dûm will come back. Pass. They play a Faithless Looting, discards 2 copies of Alms of the Vein. So they'll gain 6 and I'll lose 6. They still have 6 cards in their hand too. Spinning Darkness. We'll kill a Voldaren Epicure. I'll go up to 19. Swing for 6. Play Forest. Pass the turn. Grab the prize. Discard Sneaky Snacker. So I'm at 17. Kitchen Imp. Okay. And now they attack for 3. I go to 14. Cycle Generous End, grabs Wooded Ridgeline, and now I can play Demonic Dread. This will get back the Generous End. They get a Voldaren Epicure, and I'll gain 3. Back for 6. They're at 14. Grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper, so I'll take 5 here, going down to 11. They Bojuka Bog, and they do not attack. Ketradon, so this seems perfect. We'll cycle the Ketradon. Now I can play Violent Outburst, play Exhume. So part of the reason that I keep on doing things and then attacking is you don't want to put things in your opponent's graveyard for them to return. And that's why in my head this league it feels like I've been on autopilot, because if you attack first and then do things, you're often putting creatures to your opponent's graveyards. I'm not trying to make excuses, it's just like that's the play pattern I have in my head. And it doesn't make sense for the areas that I'm misplaying, but it's like I am trying to do the right thing, but I end up not doing the right thing. So they're going to block with everything here. So I lose my Troll of Khazad-dûm. They stay at 14. I'm at 15. They have 7 cards in their hand. They play a Highway Robbery. This discards Alms of the Vein and they get back a Sneaky Snacker. I go to 12. They play a land. They started to cast a spell and then stopped. So that's 4. That's enough to play Generous End and gain 3. We'll play Generous End. Gain 3 life. Swing. They discard a Fiery Temper. They're going after my Ketradon. Okay. That's fine by me. They're now at 12. Vampire's Kiss, I go to 13. Faithless Looting. Discards a Relic of Progenitus and a Kitchen Imp that they then play. Another Rakdos Carnarium, picks up Bojuka Bog. I have 1 Exhume left in my deck. We draw another Ketradon. No way. That's so good. I mean, I've been waiting for a turn to play this Discerning Taste, but I just haven't had one. So they're at 4. I could Discerning Taste in any untapped land. It means I can play the Ketradon too. Or if I hit a Cascade spell, I could cycle plus Cascade spell. So I think I'll play the Discerning Taste. Well, I'll take the Mountain. I'll gain 6 life. I'm at 19. Play the Migrating Ketradon. I go up to 23. My opponent is at 4. Grab the prize, discards Fiery Temper. They're going after the Migrating Ketradon. So they're just on defense at the moment. Discards a Sneaky Snacker. Uses a Blood Token. Lightning Bolts. They still have 4 cards in hand. Another Voldaren Epicure. And a Bojuka Bog. We did know that they had the Bog in their hand because they returned it with the Rakdos Carnarium. They now swing for 2. I'll go to 18. Another Ketradon. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. Swing. So I think in this video, despite how I finished this, the deck is better than it was the last time I recorded, and I think that this deck could be very real. We've made improvements. It just might need a little bit more. I'm not sure what I'd change right now, but I feel like every time I play this deck, it gets better and better. I kind of think that you don't even want the sideboard ingot chewers, but I could be wrong. Because I think the game plan is if your opponent has relics, you're a control deck until you can hardcast your creatures. So I think the ingot chewers should probably be cut for other things. I don't know what those other things are, but that's a change I'd probably make moving forward. I'm just going to hit submit on the draw. This seems good to me. They kept 7. Jagged Barrens, I'm at 19 again. Play the swamp, pass. Rakdos Carnarium, Lightning Bolt. I will cycle Troll of Khazad-dûm, grab Geothermal Bog, play the Bog, pass. So I purposely cycled Troll of Khazad-dûm there, because if I cycle Generous Ent this turn for a forest, it allows me to play Violent Outburst next turn. So I'll cycle the Generous Ent, and now we'll pass the turn. And because Violent Outburst is an instant, I can do it on their end step if I want. Lightning Bolt, I'm at 12. Okay. End step, we will Violent Outburst. Cast Exhume. 3 mana here. Crypt Incursion. What? I guess I get punished for trying to do it on their end step. I was not expecting Crypt Incursion. Oh my. Blown out. Okay, so game plan just changed. We need to try to hardcast our large creatures and live long enough. That hurts so much. 3 mana for an Alms of the Vein hardcast. I go to 9. Another Fairy Macabre. I just have to play the Bazooka Bog here. Will I get to untap to play the Ketradon next turn? Mana number 4, land 3. The Kitchen Imp will kill it. They have 4 cards in their hand. Discerning Taste is a good pickup, but right now we just need to play the Ketradon. So this will bring me up to 13. Ketradon has really overperformed this video. I think that's been the biggest improvement. I mean, I like Discerning Taste, but Ketradon is the real thing. Extract a Confession. Alms of the Vein, I'm at 10. Let's play Discerning Taste. That was not very good. I think it's the Dead Gone. Okay, so I will try another Discerning Taste. This one hits, but we milled double Exhume. So I'll go up to 16. Pass the turn. They have 3 cards in their hand, and they're at 32. I think I'm just going to hardcast Generous Ent. Pass the turn. Grab the prize. And now I will Fairy Macabre, exile the Sneaky Snacker and the Kitchen Imp. They still have 3 cards in their hand. I'm at 17. Well, I will be at 17 once I use the food token. Swing. Pass the turn. Hardcast a Kitchen Imp. Okay. They've attacked. I can now get them a little bit here. We'll play Violent Outburst. And this can put a Migrating Ketradon onto the table and then block. And they just conceded the match. Yes! Alright, so we came back and we beat the deck that beat us in match number 2. So, I really like this Pauper Living End deck. I'm sorry that I punted match number 3. We should be 3-1 right now. And even the match we lost, our opponent sort of drew well against us. The previous Rakdos burn opponent. So I would like to get the next one, finish this with a mediocre 3-2 record, and just try to play better next time. But I'm really liking this deck right now. Let's try to get that final round. Excuse me, that final round. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? The final match. We're on the play with Pauper Living End, and I've opened up a hand where we need to draw a Cycler or a land for the Discerning Taste. I will keep. I do not know what our opponent's playing. Play the swamp and pass. Looks like Affinity. Not a land. Yikes. Okay. Bolt of Whispers. Ichor Wellspring. Yep. I would like to draw land, please. Untap land. Generous Ent will do. So we'll cycle this. And let's play Exhume. Okay, we have a large tree folk on the battlefield. They play a Seat of the Synod. And a Thoughtcast. It didn't even go on the stack, it just went straight to the graveyard. Yeah, it resolved so quickly. Yep. And they're going to clean up. I would like to attack with my 5/7. Do you have a removal spell? Swing. They took the damage. Play Discerning Taste. It will put Oliphant to the graveyard and will gain 6. Or I could take the Oliphant and then go get a basic mountain and gain no life. That honestly might be better here, but then I'd lose the Exhume. I think we'll just bank on drawing a red later. Play the Swamp. Pass. The Reckoner's Bargain to gain 2. They have a Great Furnace. Refurbished Familiar. Discard the Dead Gone. They play an Ichor Wellspring. And a Mirror Enforcer. And another Mirror Enforcer. Okay. Bojuka Bog. I'll play another Discerning Taste. Kind of want the Snuff Out, but I also want the Mountain. I think it's got to be the Snuff Out. Just keep on passing up the opportunity for red mana. Swing. They're going to double block. I will now Snuff Out, kill one of them, and pass the turn. Fanatical Offering, sacrificing the Ichor Wellspring. They play a Bridge. They have 8 cards in their hand. Cart Clan Shaman. And they attack for 2. Ouch. We draw an Oliphant. Swing. They do not block. I will Bojuka Bog them. And let's Exhume. I only have Oliphant, so unfortunately there's nothing in my graveyard that lives through a Galvanic Blast. They did not end step Galvanic Blast. They play a Great Furnace, 7 cards in their hand. They give the Cart Clan Shaman Death Touch, so this will kill both of my creatures. That hurts. Yep. That was very good for them. Refurbish Familiar. I need to cycle for a mountain here. My Demonic Dread will be discarded. I go to 18. They gained a bunch of life when they killed both my creatures, so they're up to 15 again. End step will cycle the Oliphant. Grab a basic mountain. Alright, so that's all 4 Exhumes. This will get them back their Cart Clan Shaman, though. So if they have another Toxin Analysis, I'm going to get blown out. Blood Fountain. Okay. Refurbish Familiar. So I might as well play this Violent Outburst. I wish I had something better than Oliphant. Just the fact that it dies to Galvanic Blast is not good. Not good. They're casting something in response here. 2 red mana. Looks like they're trying to kill my Oliphant. Play the Exhume. So now they'll bring back the Cart Clan Shaman, and then they could sacrifice... Okay. Alright, I got crushed here. We could just go to the next one. No need to waste time. That hurt quite a bit. We'll bring in Ingot Chewer. Get rid of the Oliphants. We do not want them. Not sure what other card I'd even want out of my sideboard, though. I guess Breath Weapon kills all the Refurbished Familiars and the Cart Clan Shamans. But I have Drown in Sorrow for that, too. Maybe 1 Spinning Darkness, a little bit of life gain. Let's try this. Game number 2, we're on the play. Oh, a single land would have made this hand incredible. I have to mulligan. Think we keep this? Get rid of the second copy of Bojuka Bog. They just mulliganed a bunch and conceded. Sure, I'll take a free game win. Let's try game number 3. We've opened up a very good hand for game 3. I will gladly keep this. They play a Bridge. We will play Haunted Mire. They play Seat of the Synod. Refurbish Familiar. Discard the Dead Gone? No, Drown in Sorrow. Drown in Sorrow is not even good in this matchup. Play the Mountain. Pass the turn. I thought about destroying their land here, but if I play like a Nile Spellbomb or a Relic, I'd feel like an idiot, so I don't want to do that. If they miss their land drop here and don't do anything else, then I will try to destroy their land. Vault of Whispers. Mirror Enforcer. In step, I will cycle the Generous End. Grab Basic Forest. We drew another. I would like to Violent Outburst. Play Exhume. The Generous End will enter. I get a food token. I probably should have done this on my turn. I'm going to snuff out the Mirror Enforcer. I don't want them to have additional artifact counts for affinity. So if they have like a Thoughtcast, I guess Thoughtcast wouldn't really matter here, but I don't know. Because they already have enough artifacts for Thoughtcast. Another Mirror Enforcer. Sure. So it's important to note that Spinning Darkness says non-black, so I cannot kill the Refurbished Familiar. Let's attack with the Generous End. See what they do. Cycle the Troll of Khazad-dûm. Grab Geothermal Bog and we'll play it. Pass the turn. They play a bridge, so now they have red mana. 3 cards in their hand. I would like to attempt a Dead Gone on the Refurbished Familiar. So this could draw out a Hydroblast, and if it does, a Fanatical Offering. That's fine. I would just like to be able to hardcast the Ingot Chewer next turn and not have it get countered. So that's my thought process here. So I'll take 4. I go to 10. Another Refurbished Familiar. Do I get rid of the land to hardcast the Ingot Chewer? Or the Spinning Darkness? I think it's the Spinning Darkness because it doesn't kill anything right now. And now they're going to use the map. Sure. Negate is their top card. Violent Outburst. So I could put Troll of Khazad-dûm into play, but they would get back Mirror Enforcer. I don't think that's worth it. So we'll just attack here. They go to 10. I will hardcast Ingot Chewer. Destroy the Mirror Enforcer. Highball game, we're both at 10. They're going to attack. This puts me to 8. And I know that there's a negate in their hand. We draw Exhume. I don't plan on playing that. Swing. They go to 2. We will pass. I mean, they're attacking again, so they think that they're not in danger. They might have like a Reckoner's Bargain or something. They have a Clan Shaman. So they must have the Toxic card. I'll gain 3. Toxin Analysis. Discerning Taste. And they have Negate backup for it too. And there it is. Brutal. Yep. They're going to gain a bunch of life here. I will play Discerning Taste. They're going to use the Negate. I mean, it's not a great move, but I'm going to play the Exhume. Get back the Troll of Khazad-dûm. They can get back the Clan Shaman as well. Or they could grab the Mirror Enforcer. I suppose they could even grab Refurbished Familiar and make me discard the Violent Outburst in my hand. And they do. Okay. They have 3 cards in their hand. I need them to have nothing here. They play a second red mana source, 2 cards. They draw with the Clue. Galvanic Blast would put me to 1. So they need another blocker here. Ichor Wellspring. Okay. Things are looking decent. I don't know what their draw was, but they're clearly digging for like a Mirror Enforcer here. Galvanic Blast is not good enough. Not right now. They've already played a land. So a 3rd Refurbished Familiar, a 3rd Mirror Enforcer, those are their outs here. Clan Shaman, there's probably 2 more of those in their deck. So that's like 6 outs that I can think of. And they concede the match! We got the 3-2, which probably should have been a 4-1 if I'm being honest. So I lost against Elves where I kept on forgetting to attack first and it cost me game number 1. And then we lost a Rakdos Burn where admittedly our opponent drew slightly higher than average, but that happens in Magic the Gathering and sometimes you just lose. So what would I do to the deck list? I'm not sure. Ingot Chewer was the card I was thinking we would cut, and then it was pretty good against Affinity in the final round. Reverent Silence, we boarded in against Mono White, but it's also very good against Bogles. I wonder if we actually need Breath Weapons and Drown in Sorrows, but the Breath Weapons were very good against Mono Red in match number 1-2. So you could get rid of Mind Collapse, but then you're low on cards that are good versus something like Tolarian Terror, because the Drown in Sorrows aren't very good in that matchup. So I'm not exactly sure what I would change, but I loved the Migrating Ketradon in the deck. I thought that was the biggest upgrade today. Discerning Taste was very good too, but Migrating Ketradon was the real deal. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm really looking to make this deck better. I think it has the potential to be very real. I really do believe that, and hopefully you help me make that become a reality. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, keep storming.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. After you do that, open up our description where you can find all of our social media networks, including our Discord, where you can discuss today's deck in that Discord with me and tons of other combo masterminds. It's absolutely free to join, and it's certainly worth your while.